Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. There are now no more NFL head coaching vacancies as the Browns reach terms with Mike Pettine. He becomes their new head coach. Pettine signs a 5-year deal with Cleveland to be their head man. And before this year, last year, Pettine defensive coordinator in Buffalo in Doug Marrone's first year. And prior to that, also in the AFC East, Mike Pettine was the defensive coordinator under Rex Ryan. And so you're obviously getting a guy with a defensive pedigree in Pettine. This is his first head coaching job since he coached back in high school outside of Philadelphia, where his dad, if you know anything about Pennsylvania high school football, his dad was a legend at Central Bucks West outside of Philadelphia. So comes from a coaching family, defensive-minded coach, aggressive style defenses is what you can get used to from Pettine. Obviously having some pieces in place in Cleveland to be able to implement that game plan right away. Runs a hybrid 3-4-4-3 defense, which I think will fit the Cleveland personnel perfectly. And as you begin to sort of peel back the layers of this hiring, I have to look first at the fact, the Lombardi banner effect and the impact that they're going to have on the success of Pettine. And what I mean by that is this. It's pretty clear Pettine wasn't their first choice, maybe not even their second, third, or fourth choice. But I think Pettine can work out. But his relationship with Banner, Lombardi, in that front office is going to be crucial to his success. And the first thing I'll bring up is the fact that, look, they need to solidify that offense. I think Pettine can take care of the defensive side of the ball. But the hiring of the offensive coordinator, the picking of the eventual franchise quarterback to be, what is Mike Pettine's voice in that? Is he allowed to pick his own guy as the offensive coordinator? If he's not, I think this relationship's getting off to a bad start already. Okay, if Banner and Lombardi are willing to let him pick his new offensive coordinator, let him have input in who the franchise quarterback is, then I think this thing has the ability to work. But I think in general, when you start dictating to a new coach how he needs to do things, you don't give him any autonomy. I think that really affects his ability to get his message across in that locker room. And in only certain situations can that work. So I hope from Banner and Lombardi's point of view, they give this a chance to work. And you might say, well, why wouldn't they? And I would bring up the fact that, look, this is the last coach. If this doesn't work out with Pettine, this is the last coach Banner and Lombardi are going to get to hire as a member of the Cleveland Browns front office, I would think. I mean, after what happened last year with Rob Chudzinski and him only lasting 1 year and the guys who hired him firing him, less than 1 calendar year later, to me, this hire has to work out for the Browns front office. So what does that lead to them doing as far as decision-making goes? They're going to have more patience with Pettine, I would think. There's no way they're going to get into a situation they were with Rob Chudzinski this year. So, again, that's really big to me. And that offensive side of the ball is absolutely crucial for them to nail down. Because even if they have a top 5-7 defense, which I think is possible under Pettine, if they don't solve the quarterback issue and also the development of the quarterback once he's in place by the right hire there, this is going to end up like a lot of the coaching tenures in Cleveland have ended up in my mind. I'm a Jets fan, so I'm very familiar with Pettine. Look, you're going to get an aggressive style defense, more of a hybrid defense than Rex Ryan plays, and you're going to get a guy who in Buffalo this year figured out a lot of innovative ways to get pressure on the quarterback, which will be fun to watch as well. And, I know he's a relatively unknown 72 hours ago, Mike Pettine, and it's Pettine, not Pettine, as you hear a lot of people saying, but no-nonsense guy. Everyone that you talk to loves the guy, former players, former coaches he's coaches with, employees of the teams that he's been with, all rave about him. Yes, he wasn't your first choice, Cleveland, but in 2 years, if you're a winning team and have a decent quarterback, a good quarterback in place, you won't be worried about that. So I'll reserve judgment on this hiring after I see how that power is delineated between Pettine and Lombardi and Banner. But let me know what you guys think of the hire. Hit me up in the comments. Hit me up on Twitter as well. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. I do breaking news stuff, also NFL draft coverage, and the NFL offseason wall-to-wall. So be sure to subscribe. It's totally free. Thanks for listening. Have a great night.